the Padi family of Burma added a handsome lad to their tribe. This Krishna was born into a house full of gopis and, like Krishna, used to steal things. The clothes of his elder brothers, Kutti, Subbudu and Ramamurthy. From his sisters Raji and Pattachi, he stole their hearts. He followed his beautiful sister Pattachi everywhere, even to school, and learnt his ABC faster than you can say PVK. It was an idyllic childhood created by his beloved parents. And many talented brothers, sisters, nieces and nephews. There were moments of high drama. But something in the air then would remain a lifelong addiction. Meanwhile, another April-born chap had declared war on the world. There was talk of returning to India, and the Padi boys were ready to walk the talk. It was a dangerous and heroic trek to their native land, while the women folk had a gallant teenager, PVK, escorting them safely to a new life. In the leafy neighborhood of Adyar, Madras, PVK grew into his 20s. A chance to join AIR Delhi came along. True, he was born on April 1st. But PVK, being no fool, got the job. It was a disastrous first day at work. The confusing Delhi roads made him arrive 1 second before he was to go on air. PVK had lost his way to the office. But then, he had found his true path. A lifelong love affair with broadcasting had just begun. Soon, PVK started making waves. Airwaves, that is. The songs he played of K.L. Saigal and Pankaj Malik influenced a generation of radio listeners. He quickly rose to be program executive. Among his underlings, a shy and pretty Burmese announcer. Well, PVK was right there on duty during a turning point in the nation's history. India had lost her father. Even in that aftershock, PVK was the first to get a Tamil broadcast on air. This is when he made lifelong connections. And did we mention PVK's eye for beautiful eyes? Raji's calm and strength were the perfect complement to PVK's life. Soon, their brood of 3 little ones followed them around from one station to another. We mean radio stations, of course. In every metro, Indian radio tuned into the special PVK frequency. He composed, he conducted songs and melodies in a never-ending burst of creativity. And there's no story better than this one. In 1956, a 19-year-old typist from Allahabad took an overnight train to Orissa, dreaming of a job in AIR Cuttack. PVK saw the flute amongst his baggage and asked him to play rather than type. It seemed like this boy simply breathed music. PVK secretly gave the homeless boy housing in the radio station itself. The delighted boy saw his flutes go up to 12. In Cuttack's vibrant recording studios, PVK conducted. The amazing flautist played the lead. The reactions were electrifying. India had a sensational musical genius, and the applause has never stopped since then for Padma Vibhushan Pandit Hari Prasad Chaurasia. The list goes on. Famous musicians touched by the PVK magic. And then came singers, dancers, lyricists nurtured by PVK. In Kerala, traditional folk songs were revived. In Orissa, dying art forms were rejuvenated. In West Bengal, they still sing his compositions, created half a century ago. And all of India hummed Bharat Teerth, a musical journey through India. The sky was no limit to what PVK would do next. So that's why he soon hit outer space. Meanwhile, the radio family had a sibling called television. PVK was sent off around the world to figure out what to do next.
मेरा जूता है जापानी ये पतलून इंग्लिस्तानी सर पे लाल टोपी रूसी फिर भी दिल है हिंदुस्तानी मेरा जूता है जापानी ये पतलून इंग्लिस्तानी सर पे लाल टोपी रूसी फिर भी दिल है हिंदुस्तानी मेरा जूता है
Back in Hindustan, PVK supervised the launch of Doordarshan, launching beautiful women along the way. After surviving many an emergency, became the first Director General of Indian Television. And when the Sangeet Natak Academy chose a vice chairman, a host of Indian talent found recognition. In 1978 came retirement. In fact, it was more designations, more destinations. Well, here's one designation PVK enjoys the most of all. And to this great-grandfather, more great things began to happen. The sprightly octogenarian was walking the ramp again. And the crowning glory, a doctorate by the Ravenshaw University, Orissa. Today, our single-hand Mozart of Madras is in much demand to play his compositions with his never-aging, nimble fingers. Those very same fingers can chop greens as fast as he did in his salad days, or inspire greenery like his Krishi Darshan shows. He can keep pace with a bride at her wedding, or even match the jig of a 6-year-old and still be the delightful baby brother to his older siblings in the city. And from this doctor, laughter is the best medicine.